Serve.
Oh my goodness, what a point! That'll get the crowd fired up. And Sloane Stephens a little bit slow to react to that short ball.
That's where it all started. Didn't quite recognize Schiavone barely getting to his return. Stephens did well to not run into the net, but just could not recover.
Yeah, I was expecting her to pounce with just a forehand that she could have just played straight down like a dunk. And now Schiavone, she's fired up. Oh! She doesn't believe it. Renau Lichtenstein.
No, because she blocked me, she wasn't.
Well, she can challenge or not. Just do it.
I couldn't see it, she was in front of me.
Well, she really should challenge
There
quickly.
She sees it better than anybody. She's on that line. She knows if it was good or not.
She went to the mark and she asked me something, and I don't understand.
No.
Doesn't matter anyway.
No. But I'll tell you what. It's getting interesting. You in your grill. She reacted to that drop shot.
She would not let the same thing happen twice. And this was a great response. Showed a lot of poise, not only to get up to this ball, but do Schiavone even one better.
Look at her go. Wow. Made it look easy. And you can hear the wind blowing.
You know, the wind is behind you and you're trying to gauge how hard to hit it. You have to put a little extra spin on your shots.
Uh-oh. Oh. Well, that was courageous from Sloane Stephens, but what do they say? Fortune favors the brave. And Stephens now, 4 games to 3, opening set.
I think it's also tough to know when to pull the trigger against that style of play. You don't want to overplay, overhit, and make unnecessary errors, but you want to be aggressive. So it's a fine line that you have to walk.
Sloane Stephens right now is walking that fine line. 4-3 her advantage on serve. Schiavone, the 22nd seed, now serving at 3-4 with the new balls. It's been a very intriguing opening set. It's been up and down and all around. Opening service game from Schiavone, yes. She's her 5 double faults, amazingly. Whoa, that's good. Get everybody fired up. You have Sloane Stephens, who's 19, very calm, seems very much in control of her emotions, at least on the court, because I hear off the court, pretty heavy personality, big personality.
Yes, very much so.
So she's probably had to try to monitor that on the court. Well, that was really good depth on the previous shot from Schiavone, but Schiavone telegraphed that drop shot.
Well, she did, and Stephens started running right after she hit the backhand. She was moving forward, got to this in plenty of time.
So even though Schiavone is wise in terms of years, that was a little bit of a boo-boo.
It was, and it wasn't very well hit as well.
15-30. Labeling this match experience versus youth. Experience just made a faux pas. So now 2 break point chances. There's a little sign of emotion. Sloane Stephens got clenched fist.
Fiery competitor than she shows on the court. Sometimes she may need to show that a little bit more.
Yeah, I think you want to get the crowd, particularly in New York, you want to let them know that you want it as much as they want it.
And we saw a little bit of that from her last year in her run to the 3rd round.
Didn't go after that. Got her. Good movement from Sloane Stephens. And with that backhand, she puts herself in a great position to take this opening set.
Well, and the speed from Stephens, that's what's giving Schiavone the problems, especially up at the net. Great half volley that she was able to get up from her shoelaces, but Stephens just too quick on that second pass.
5-3. Unbelievable traction. And again, Stephens just really moving. Good approach. And that volley is pretty darn good. It's got backspin on it.
Well, Schiavone didn't close enough, though, because Stephens was basically going to hit a passing shot. She wasn't going to lob her. Schiavone stayed back and paid for it.
Didn't read it properly. Schiavone struggling coming forward, winning only 2 of 9. And even with my USC math, I can figure that person. Got it. Come on. Look at that.
You have a math degree or what?
No, they don't give math degrees at USC. 9 for 11, though, from Stephens' standpoint. So her forays to the net have been very calculated. Now 2 points away from this opening set. And she's pounding the forehand. So making them. Too good. That was a heck of a point. Stephens again showing what she can do off that forehand.
What a smart play from Schiavone, because she got Stephens back in the court and then she held this forehand for a split second and went behind her.
So 1 set point staved off by the Italian. 2 more to go. 1 more to play with by giving back 2 of those set points. Third one. It's out. Third time's a charm. The crowd loving it. And Sloane Stephens in a revenge match, taking the opening set in 42 minutes against Francesca Schiavone, 6-3.
Trying to throw everything she can at the young American.
Just before 7 p.m. here on the East Coast. We're coming live to you from the Billie Jean King USTA National Tennis Center. Alongside Chanda Rubin, I'm Doug Adler. This is an enthralling first round match. Sloane Stephens, the 19-year-old, 44th ranked player in the world, taking on the 22nd seed, the 32-year-old from Italy, Francesca Schiavone. Sloane Stephens with a set and a break. That was a shot I feel that she just typically wouldn't try against other people.
Well, she ran around, almost ran around that backhand and tried to hit it inside out, and the unforced errors have been the problem for Schiavone, 30 thus far.
Which is not really her
That's not her game.
That's not how she typically loses. But you have to give Stephens credit for getting Schiavone out of her comfort zone.
Well, she has done that. A little bit lax on that last backhand, electing to try the slice, but she's done a good job, Sloane Stephens. She's gotten her first 2 points, first serves in, and she started this game out very well.
Oh, that was a wonderful drop shot. I was going to say, what are you doing? Don't change a winning game. You're not really someone who plays with feel.
That was almost a bad decision, but it worked out.
Stick with the girl you brought to the dance. Unless you're a woman, stick with the guy you brought to the dance. But stick with a winning game plan. Got to be careful when you're trying to close out a match, not to stray from what you've done to get control, start to win. Interesting game again from Sloane Stephens. I thought even a little bit passive.
She was. The footwork slowed up just a little bit. She had some balls in the middle of the court that she would have normally run around and taken the forehand. She took backhand. But Schiavone not doing enough. Gave her the easy slice error at the end of that point.
Schiavone is almost self-destructing right now. Big serve. Just what the doctor ordered, and she's 1 game away. There's a little sign of emotion, a little sign of confidence as well.
And she should be confident at this stage of the match.